Hello students, today we are going to start Simple Interest, chapter number 8, Comparing Quantities, class 7th. So let's start it. Sonia said that they were going to buy a new car. Then his friend Mohan asked her whether they had the money to buy it. So Sonia said her father was going to take a loan from the bank. Now here the money which you borrow is known as sum borrowed or principal. This money would be used by the borrower for some time before it is returned. For keeping this money for some time, the borrower has to pay some extra money to the bank. This is known as interest, or we can say simple interest. So you can find the amount what you have to pay at the end of that particular year by adding sum borrowed and the interest, that is amount is equals to principal plus interest. Now interest is generally given in percent. For a period of 1 year, it is written as, let it is denoted as 10% per year or per annum, or in short 10% PA, that is per annum. Now 10% per annum means on every 100 rupees borrowed, 10 rupees is the interest you have to pay for 1 year. Let us take an example and see how this works. Anita takes a loan of 5,000 at 15% per year as rate of interest. Find the interest she has to pay at the end of 1 year. So, here the sum borrowed is 5,000, or we can say principal is equals to 5,000 rupees. Rate of interest is given 15%. This means if rupees 100 is borrowed, she has to pay rupees 15 as its interest for 1 year. If she had borrowed rupees 5,000, then the interest she has to pay for 1 year is 15% of 5,000. So 15% of 5,000, it will 15% we can write it as 15 upon 100 multiplied by 5,000. Now these two zeros will cancel out by these two zeros. So we can have 15 into 50. So 15 5 is 75. So 750 rupees is the interest for 1 year. Now at the end of the 1 year, she has to give an amount of 5,000 plus 750, that is at the end of the year, Anita has to pay 5,750 rupees. So we can write a general relation to find interest for 1 year. Let P is the principal what we have taken the money which was borrowed as the principal or sum, and R% as rate percent per annum. So we can write for on every rupees 100 borrowed, the interest paid is R%. So rupees 5 borrowed, then the interest paid for 1 year would be P into R% or P into R upon 100, that is P into R upon 100. This is for 1 year. Now let's take, if it is more than 1 year, then it would be, if the amount is borrowed for more than 1 year, then how we can calculate it? So for example, same example we will take, if Anita returns the money at the end of 2 years, then what will be the interest? The rate of interest is same. Then she would have to pay twice the interest, that is 750 rupees for the first year and 750 rupees for the second year. Now, this way of calculating interest where principal is not changed, remember, where the principal is not changed, this interest is known as simple interest. So we can find the general form for simple interest for more than 1 year is, as the principal is P and rate percent is R, this interest paid for 1 year, we know that P into R upon 100, and I is denoted for the interest, or we can write SI also. So SI is equals to P into R into T upon 100. So this is T, time period. How many years? If T is 1 year, so we have the formula P into R upon 100, that is for 1 year, and more than 1 year if we have to borrow the money for more than 1 year, so simple interest is P into R into T upon 100. This is the formula for simple interest. In the same way, amount paid at the end of the T years, it will A is equals to P plus I, that is principal plus interest, or in place of I we can write SI also. So A is equal to P plus SI, or amount is equals to principal plus simple interest. Now let's take one question of the exercise. If principal is rupees 1200 at 12% per annum, what amount has to pay after 3 years? So principal is given 1200 rupees, R, that is rate, is given 12%, and time is given 3 years. So apply the formula. SI is P into R into T upon 100. Now put the values, that SI is equals to 1200 into 12 into 3 upon 100. Now these two zeros and these two zeros will cancel out. We get 12 into 12 into 3. So 12 into 12, that is 144 into 3. Then after 144 into 3 is rupees 432. So here we are getting simple interest is 432 rupees. Now amount at the end of the 3 years we have to pay, that is principal plus SI, and it is equal to 1200 plus 432 is equals to 1632. So at the end of the 3 years we'll have to pay 1632 rupees. So in this way we have to calculate the problems of simple interest.